You hot?
Always try to blame it on Mars. Hello and good morning from our Jewel City studios in Texas, USA. It's the award-winning InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Just ahead, Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge finishes its spring season tomorrow, so we get an update. Plus, Jeff has engine problems. 5 engines giving big automakers big problems. And Mr. Mars has summer water parks in this week's driving destinations. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars. We always need more Jeff Zeek. Don Armstrong here. David Ainsley sleeping in and watching from his bed. Make sure that everything goes just the way it's supposed to. I'm sure the phone is ringing in the back office as we speak, because nothing ever goes right. Well, so glad that you could join us on this hot Saturday from our Houston, Texas studios. And I will tell you that there's no rain in the forecast this weekend, so hope you get to have the grass cut by at least now. Either that or wait until about 7 o'clock tonight when the sun goes down. That's what you're doing, aren't you, Jim? Okay.
Yeah, it'll only be 90.
Well, this is a car show, and we talk about all things automotive here, including racing, because racing is a big part of the automotive industry. And so many innovations have come about in the car industry through racing, so we thought we'd incorporate that into our show as well. And with that in mind, we're going to go to Mr. Scott Striegel, and he is with the Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge. What?
He's not here yet.
Not here yet. He says he's
Wait a minute, I thought that you just got off the phone with him.
Well, I did, and he's saying his computer's running slow. It doesn't want to log in after we got off the phone.
Okay. All right. Well, that's not good. Yeah. So what would you like to do, Mr. Mars? I know that you got your tap dancing shoes on, so get up and give us a little jig.
Tap dancing to do.
What?
Got lots of tap dancing.
Okay, well, take it away.
It's tutu.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that, we were talking about, they're going to take this break because of the heat. It is hot down here. And you always have to wonder if it's hot, but, how would it fix the track and affects the cars and stuff? So let's just ask Scott that question.
There you go.
Is he with us now?
He's
Scott. Morning.
Morning.
Well, what do you got? Are you still working on a cup and string over there trying to get on the air with us?
And I don't know. It decided this morning that it wanted to do updates and it wasn't connected to the internet. And I'm like, why this morning?
Do you have an internet?
Yeah.
Who's your internet provider?
AT&T Fiber.
My goodness.
Who do you think you are, InWheelTime or something? Not getting on the air? What are you trying to be, us?
Yeah.
I tell you,
You are us.
what makes me laugh is some of the people out here bought it, drank that Kool-Aid from never heard of, that came out here and said, I can do this and it's cheaper. And they go down
Oh, the easy
every
guys?
week. They'll go down internet.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what I went through with Comcast
we've
for
seen others
years.
that have AT&T. Well, it's funny because I see them go down and they constantly post on Facebook, we're down on internet again. And I'm like, if you would have just signed up for AT&T Fiber, you would never have any trouble. But what do I know?
I will say this. When I moved into my new house and the new studios, I was done with Comcast because it was always down, always a big problem. And so I went with AT&T. I have not had one issue with them in the past 9-10 months now. Yeah. So
if we get on AT&T, can we find out about the spring schedule for TMCCC? Can we find out about that?
For what?
Just saying.
The spring schedule. Do we really care?
He was trying to make a segue there.
I was trying to segue into what we're talking about.
Okay, fine. As opposed to us griping about the internet
AT&T,
connection.
yeah.
All right, well, let's talk racing then. So how has the spring season gone? How many races have you got? Let's back up. Explain to everybody what the Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge is.
Okay. It's club or team on team, drag racing, bracket racing, if you will. We have categories from the basic street grocery getter all the way up to full-blown race cars and including electric vehicles, EVs.
Wow.
We have a class for them that we started this year, specifically because electric vehicles have a clear advantage over fuel vehicles. They don't care about weather, where fuel vehicles do. anyway, we race pretty much all over Texas and southern parts of Oklahoma. We do 10 to 14 races a year. A lot of that depends on whether or not we're going to get them all in or we're going to get some in. It's a points-based system. The more rounds you go, of course, the more points you garner for your team. And we also have individual awards for those that sign up. It's called driver rewards, and they get points that go specifically for themselves. The winner and the runner-up each year will get all of their races paid for the winner, and the runner-up gets half their races paid for. So,
how many races in the spring season?
We try to do 6 or 7. This year's been a little difficult because the weather hasn't really played with us the right way much. So I've had to cancel a couple. I've had to postpone a couple to the fall. I'm not big on postponing because that kind of interrupts plans that people may have. And the tracks really like to make postpone races during July and August. And we're just not really into racing in July and August. It gets a little warm around here.
No.
So,
Surely
but
you do.
we've postponed one of the races. We're doing a doubleheader in the fall up in Oklahoma, where we're racing on a Saturday night and a Sunday morning. And the Mother's Day race, which we made special awards for and stuff like that, got canceled at the last minute because it rained up in Wichita Falls. So we're kind of doing a Mother's Day in August kind of thing. We postponed that one to August, and we'll talk more about that later sometime in August when we get together. We'll promote that a little bit more. But so far, we have, I think, 4 races in. We should have 6. We have our last race of the spring session tomorrow at Extreme Raceway Park in Ferris.
Ferris, Texas. And is it 1/8 mile, quarter mile?
Ferris is 1/8 mile. Most of our races are 1/8 mile. However, when we go up to Thunder Valley in Oklahoma, that's quarter mile. And at Ennis, we've already been there, but we do quarter mile there. We limit it to quarter mile for what we call the streetcar classes, which would be your street, your stock, and your king classes. They run on street tires. They do quarter mile. Anything beyond that, we limit to 1/8 mile, mostly for the fact that cars are geared for 1/8 mile tracks.
So you don't have quarter mile guys coming to the 1/8 mile races or their clubs or teams, do you?
We do, because they like it.
Okay. I didn't know if they were segregated because it's an 1/8 mile. They would rather run the quarter and then leave that the smaller race for the other contestants.
Given the fact that most tracks now have gone to 1/8 mile, most people are geared in, like their rear ends are geared for 1/8 mile. Their transmissions are geared for 1/8 mile. I like my car, my race car is geared for 1/8 mile. I know what it'll do in a quarter mile. I've run a quarter mile, but I don't push it for quarter mile because I'm not geared for it.
Is it a manual or automatic transmission?
Mine's an automatic, but the transmission was built by Southern Hot Rod specifically for racing. So it shifts a lot harder and a lot differently and a lot higher RPMs than, say, your basic street transmission.
Does it shift in the 1/8 mile?
Yes. 3 times. What? Twice. I'm sorry, twice.
Twice. Wow. That's a lot. 1/8 mile is not that long.
No.
You must have a pretty stout gear in the rear.
It's like, what is it, 700 feet or something?
It's only an 1/8 of a mile.
Yeah, it's an 1/8 of a mile. It's not much, but I will shift from first into second and then from second into third. And that's as far as I'll go.
It's funny because all I could think of is Mom's Buick Skylark. And she never knew it, but I did put it on the quarter mile track. And I thought, well, I'll just put it into low.
Shift up.
And I'll do the shifting myself. Well, I think I almost blew up the engine because I let it ride a little too long down there in first gear.
Right.
Yeah, you really need to know what you're doing if you're going to shift an automatic transmission manually.
Well, these days, a lot of cars are built to do that, or they'll have paddle shifters. Or you can switch it over. Mine was built to do that, but when I had the transmission redone, I took that aspect out of it to where it's strictly, I put it into drive, and it, like I said, it'll shift, but it doesn't shift until about 7,000 RPMs.
Oh my!
So
what kind of car is that? Well, yeah. What kind of transmission? What kind of car?
well, my car is a 2011 Dodge Charger, but it's not stock at all. I mean, it runs 6.5 second eighth miles. So
In other words, you've been diddling with it.
just a tiny bit.
Yeah. Yeah. And the transmission you said is custom built?
Yeah, it's built by Southern Hot Rods. I can't remember what it is right off the top of my head. You know, old age prevents you from remembering certain things.
Sure.
Everything.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's like I told my wife, one of these days she'll have to wear a name tag just so I can remember what I'm doing.
That's a good one. I'm going to use that down the road. I can promise you that.
But,
just call her honey. That way you forgot a long time ago.
yeah, exactly. But it's, you know, the transmission's been built. It's got an aluminum drive shaft. It's got a 411 gearing Ford clone rear end in it. And the drive shafts are built by the drive shaft shop out in North Carolina. To withstand up to 1,400 horsepower. I don't have that much, but
just in case.
Yeah, just in case. But at the end of the day, you know, it takes almost 800 horsepower to generate the speed that I'm generating because, I mean, let's face it, it's a Charger. It's a fat ass 4,000 pound car.
Yeah.
If I took that same horsepower and put it into an 1,800 pound Mustang, I could run probably 4 second eighth miles. But
well, let's talk about the classes, and let's talk about the classes and what is the most full class that you currently have.
Probably right now we call it what we call competition muscle. That is basically any car that runs 7.45 or quicker. That has certain aids, like you can have a two-stepper, you can have a what do you call it? I'm trying to think of what it's called. Anyway, starting aids. It's not an air shifter. Air shifter has to go into a different class called electronics. But the competition muscle, we have everything in there from basic race cars all the way up to small modifieds. Go into
so
that.
when you have an event, what obviously some guys like certain tracks, and there's probably one or two tracks that you guys go to where everybody goes. Which tracks are those?
Well, our home track is Extreme Raceway Park, XRP in Ferris. We get more cars there, usually somewhere upwards in the neighborhood of 130 to 150 cars there.
Wow.
In the Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge.
Correct.
Wow.
And
It's
then
a lot of clubs.
I would say second would be the Motorplex up in Ennis. We'll do about the same there. Other than that, I would say maybe Thunder Valley and up in Oklahoma. And it's a quarter-mile track. We will generate more cars at a quarter-mile track. One of the things that I do also, and I started as president, is every track has their own what we call letter designation. So after your car number, let's say your car number is 100, you put in your letter designation. That designates what club your points go to. Well, I've generated letter designations for every track so we can bring in local racers as well.
Interesting. So was this Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge, is this your idea to put this group together?
No, they've been around for 41 years.
Gotcha.
It was conceived, like I said, 41 years ago by a couple of guys that, and I apologize, I can't remember their names off the top of my head, but they kind of conceived this idea of bringing clubs together to race and giving a venue for people to race that, you know, didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money or wanted something that was very much laid back. And that's what this is. It's very much a family atmosphere. You know, we've had people show up with their grandmothers in motorhomes, and you know, they sit there and watch us race, and it doesn't cost a lot of money. I mean, you're talking $20 to get in, and when you get in to spectate, you can see all the cars. You can walk around in the pits. You can sit in the stands. You can do whatever you want.
And you could ask Scott Striegel what's going on.
So
right,
yeah.
I have that all the time. People come up and they ask me questions, or they see me wander. And I'll tell you just real quick, last year, for the first time, we went to Concho Valley in San Angelo, and we had a driver's meeting. Of course, we'd never been there before, but I had people coming up to me in the pit area that were just telling me, we've never seen anything like this before. This is fantastic. Are you guys coming back? We generated more spectators there than we've ever generated anywhere we've ever been.
So this is more of a legal version of what you see on the TV, the street outlaws guys, where they're in the dark in the back alley racing. So this is more of bringing them out from behind the bushes and putting them on the track.
Correct. And the other side of that coin is we're trying to get people off the street to, and to be blunt, stop doing stupid things.
Right.
Get the kids, stop being on the news because you're killing people or you're injuring people. Come out to the track, bring your car, show us what you got. None of us are that proprietary that we're afraid to show you or talk to you or anything about racing. You want to race your I'm going to date myself, but you want to race your Yugo, bring your Yugo. We don't care.
Yeah, you used to do that here in Houston when we had the Houston Raceway Park.
Yeah.
Didn't you come out to, yeah. So yeah, very familiar with them out here.
Well, Scott, it's great to talk to you, and congratulations on your success with what a great club, Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge. Where can we go to learn more information on that?
We have a website. It's tmccc.org. Everything about TMCCC is on there. My phone number and email address is on there. So if there's some questions that you need answered that aren't answered or whatever, you are welcome to get a hold of me.
Well, Scott, it's great to talk to you. Best of luck this weekend, tomorrow in particular.
Right.
And we hope to catch up with you sometime in August.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in August. We'll talk more about our fun Mother's Day in August race that we've got going on. So.
Sounds great, man. Thanks again, man. Just ahead, Jeff's Car Culture, 5 engines that are no good. And Mars drives us to 7 water parks after this break when the InWheelTime Car Talk Show continues. The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla. Eats pretty good. Apple or Android, InWheelTime Podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and searching for a fun car talk show, give InWheelTime a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture, Mike's Driving Destinations, all on InWheelTime. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, so check us out. That's it for this podcast episode of the InWheelTime Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.